Hi friends, I hope you're having a great summer. It's time for art and I'm Art Nico from Francis Fuchs Early Childhood Center. Today I will be teaching you about rockets. Then I will be teaching you how to create using materials that you probably already have at home. This lesson is for all 3, 4, 5, and 6-year-olds. That's all early childhood, pre-K, and kindergarten students. Last month, two astronauts took a rocket to the International Space Station. The International Space Station is the biggest thing to ever fly in space. Many different countries send astronauts to the International Space Station to study the effects of being weightless for long periods of time and other super cool science experiments. It's as big as a soccer field and travels super fast, almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miles every second. That is far. And guess what? On super clear nights, you might even be able to see the International Space Station in the sky. Cool, huh? So next time you're outside at night, you can look up and maybe you'll be able to see the International Space Station. What cool things do you know about rocket ships? Well, rockets are powered by rocket engines. This is where fire comes out and makes the rocket go. Think of a rocket like a big firework. Astronauts traveled on rockets over 50 years ago to go to the moon. Would you like to go to the moon? What do you think the moon feels like? What do you think it smells like? Maybe it's like walking on a beach? Maybe it's like walking on a sandy desert? Rockets travel super fast. The astronauts that went to the moon traveled almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miles per second. That's way faster than an airplane. Even with speeds like that, it still took astronauts, how many? 3 days to get to the moon. The moon is so far away. So, in the spirit of rockets, I want to show you how you can make your own toy rocket at home. For our first creation of the day, you will need a cardboard roll. Toilet paper or paper towel will work. I'm using a paper towel roll, so my rocket is tall. You will also need paper to fold, tape or an adult to help you cut your paper with scissors, and an adult to make 3 cuts to your cardboard roll. Let's get started. We need to start with 2 pieces of paper. The first step is to cut our paper into a square. In order to make sure it's a square, we're going to take a corner and fold it so that our edges of the triangle we're now making touch. Then you're going to ask an adult to help and cut off your extra paper. When you unfold your paper, you will see it is now a square. If you do not have scissors, you can fold your edge down and make your triangle, making the edges touch like I showed you. And then fold the extra and tape it to make your paper square. You need to have 2 squares. You can cut 2 squares or you can tape 2 squares. Next, we're going to be folding more. First, we're going to create the top of our rocket. The top of our rocket is going to look like a cone. To make a cone, we're going to fold our square into a triangle again. So fold it in half. Then we are going to take the top of our triangle, folding it down. Next, we're going to take the corner and touch it. So that now my paper looks like this. We're going to bring the other side, our other corner, and wrap it around. Now we have a cone. To make my cone stay, I'm going to grab a piece of tape and tape it. And I will save my cone for later to put on top of my rocket ship. Next, I'm going to grab my second square piece, and I am going to be making the fins of my rocket ship. These are the bottom part of the rocket ship that help guide our rocket when it flies. In order to make these fins, we need to fold our square in half again to make one big triangle. Then we're going to fold our triangle in half again, making a smaller triangle. Then we're going to take one side of our triangle and lift it, and I'm folding it back over the other side. Now, when I lift up, I can fold the other side the same way, and then stand up my fins so that it almost looks like the middle of a peace sign. The next step is to take your cardboard roll. Once again, we need to get an adult's help. Ask an adult to cut 1, 2, 3 equal spaced cuts in your cardboard roll. And this is where you are putting your fins in. So slide your triangle and your fins into the bottom of the slots. Next, we are going to put the top cone on our rocket. Now it's time to add details. You can add details with markers, stickers, or crayons, or even paint if you have them at home. Ta-da! Great job creating your sculpture, friends. Now, let's use our imagination and pretend we're flying in space. Ready? 1, 2, 3, blast off! What do you see? I see stars. What else do you see? I see planets. What shape are the planets? I see a circle, Pluto. I see the moon. Great job for pretending, friends. Let's land our rockets on the moon. Now we are going to look at our rockets and draw what we see. This is called observation drawing. For this, we need something to draw on and something to draw with. Let's draw our rocket. First, before we start, let's think about where is our rocket? If you said it's in space, that's right. And in space, we landed on the moon. You're right again. So to draw our moon, we're going to draw a hill at the bottom of our paper. And because the moon has craters, which are like big holes in the surface of the moon, we're going to add circles for details. Next, we're going to draw our rocket. Look at your rocket. What shape is the long part? Does it look like a rectangle? Let's draw a rectangle for our long rocket. Next, we're going to look at the top of our rocket, the cone we made. What shape does that look like? If you said a triangle, I thought so too. Let's draw a triangle. Next, we have our fins that come off the side of our rocket that help it fly. What shape are those? More triangles? You're right. What's next? What did we see when we were pretending to be in space? We saw some stars. We can draw stars. Now, if these stars are tricky for you, you can draw a lot of X's on top of each other. Or you could even draw one triangle and then an upside down triangle to make stars. What else did we see? We saw some planets. Did you know the biggest planet is the sun? Let's draw a big circle for the sun. Another planet I know is Neptune. Now, Neptune is a smaller planet and it's blue, but it's also a circle. So I'm going to draw another circle. A third planet I know that I like is Saturn because it has a ring around it, which makes it really cool. So let's go ahead and draw a medium-sized circle for Saturn. And we're going to draw kind of like a U around it, and that's Saturn's ring. Now, when you were decorating your rocket, if you drew a door or any other type of details, add those to your pictures now. And then next, we can add color. I'm going to make the sun yellow, the stars yellow. I'm going to make Saturn red and Neptune blue. Come on, let's color. Rockin' work today, friends. If you are able, take a picture of what you made and email it to your art teacher. They would be excited to hear from you. Your parents or guardians can take the picture with their phone and send it that way. For more fun art project ideas and resources, your parents and guardians can also visit my social media at msartnicolette. I'm Art Nico from Francis Fuchs Early Childhood Center. Remember, you're always on our minds, we miss you, and we can't wait to see you soon. Adios!